Hello and welcome back to the Movie Memo Recaps. Today we are going to recap a 2011 movie named Faces in the Crowd starring Milla Jovovich. Keep alert, spoilers incoming. Anna Marchant and her husband named Bryce are sleeping before the alarm awakes them to start preparations of the day. On the news they report a serial killer who targets women and rape them as well. Anna helps Bryce with his tie and later move out to head for work with a train where she gets a horoscope about encountering a stranger that can be a bridge to new opportunities. She is a kindergarten teacher and seems well bonding with her students and probably know most of them by their names. As well as their parents, she gets a call from her friend named Nina to meet on a girls' night out with another one named Francine, and while there they discuss about men as Nina likes men a lot. They take a photo, and when Anna tells them that Bryce wants to take her to Las Vegas, they confirm he wants to propose to her and advise her to accept. Later on, Anna escorts drunk Francine to get a taxi and later on decide to walk back home as well. While approaching the bridge she meets a couple seemingly romantic, but shockingly the woman falls dead. Anna stays silent, but unluckily her phone rings, making the killer notice and go after her. He tries to slit her, but she puts her hand before she slips to fall, hitting her head and fall in the water. The killer takes her handbag and phone as Anna gets saved and later wake up from the hospital after some time. Bryce, Nina and Francine are around, but she can't recognize their faces even when they hard to explain to her. The faces she sees on them are not the familiar faces she knows, hence running to get some time, and while in the washroom she gets shocked that she even can't recognize her own face in the mirror reflection. Later on they visit a doctor who shows Anna photos of the same person, but she fails notice that it's one person. She is suffering from prosopagnosia, a neurological impairment in the ability to learn faces caused by brain damage, and get recommended to see a psychiatrist. They are now back home where Bryce, who Anna sees with a different face, comforts her that things will get back to normal. When he goes to pick a call he comes back with a different face again, and the only thing she identifies on him is the tie. They meet police agent named Sam Curist who informs them that they couldn't find any trace at the scene. He reminds them how dangerous the killer is and will come back after Anna since she saw his face. She confirms she saw his face, but when she gets given a photo album she fails to recognize him. When Sam pushes her, Bryce reminds him that she's just from the hospital and needs to be given time, though Sam seems desperate for any help to get the killer convicted. Later on Sam meets his partner named Ryan working on the case to inform him about Anna's face blindness sickness, and they don't seem to have any lead, not even a DNA of the serial killer. Anna gets a nightmare being killed, but when she wakes up she finds Bryce with another face, hence being uncomfortable about Bryce's changing faces. Sam meets one homeless man for some information as he sleeps near the bridge where Anna got attacked. Anna makes an appointment with his dad to pick her from school and try to call on her lost phone, though Nina and Francine visit her. Sam leaves the homeless man with his business card as Anna is still having problems recalling Nina and Francine's faces, even the photo they took together. The homeless man gets killed as Anna moves on to meet Lankenkamp, a neuropsychiatrist who sees her brain X-ray, and Anna tells her that she can see faces but she can't recall them. Lankenkamp informs her that face blindness is permanent, but she can have one face amongst all and she can recall it forever. She prepares herself for school, but on reaching class all the students seem to have the same face, hence putting name tags on them for easy identification. Suddenly one parent comes for her daughter as Anna sees a man outside and disappears shortly. She gets confused in the situation where the kids are shouting amidst the man she saw, bringing more pressure to her, hence shouting at the top of her voice. The school principal gets concerned as she can't recognize the students, hence suspending her from her duties. Anna is now on a train back home but confused as she looks at different people, though she is not sure if it's their faces. She suddenly sees her lost handbag as the police reach the crime scene of the homeless man. Sam receives a call from Anna who tells him that the serial killer might be on the train as she has recovered her handbag, and gives Sam the description of the man who was dressed in orange, and Sam tells her to stay on the train till when he comes. Shortly she sees the man in orange again and hide, but then decide to run, though the man starts to follow her as well. She keeps running as the man persists on her, but when she stops the train by emergency she realizes the man in orange was her father, whose face she couldn't recall. Back home Anna stands in the mirror seeing the different reflection of herself and end up hitting the mirror. Later on she meets Dr. Lankenkamp again, who shocks her with the news that she is deaf after the accident she got, but she learned how to read people's lips, that no one can recognize she is even deaf. She tells her of a Japanese sense called moga which can help her fight back so that people don't isolate her thinking she is stupid. She displays some cubes to her and show her a different from the others and tell her that she can identify people from their distinctive marks and give her a test to pick the different one on the cubes, which Anna passes. She moves to the club and start to look around and successfully recognize Nina and Francine. She sets Bryce's tie and draw it down, and when she goes to meet him she recognizes him Oswell, though she doesn't tell him the truth that her situation is worsening. With Nina and Francine that night she reveals to them that while having sex with Bryce she keeps seeing different faces but pretend as if it's fine, though it gives her hard time. They move to a public place where the doctor gives her a final session on how to identify people by looking at their bodies like a rhythm and bid farewell to her afterwards. As she reads the news the serial killer appears before her, though she can't recall the face, but when she calls the police officer the killer is already gone. She moves back to meet Sam but wonders as his face never changes and remember when the doctor told her that she will have one face that she will always recall and feel happy at least she can recall Sam. Suddenly Ryan comes in to join them and they decide to get some usual suspects to see if Anna can identify the killer using the new skills she learned. Sam reveals to Anna that he trusts his partner on the case, and when the suspects get brought Anna looks critically at them, even their movements, but confirmed the killer is not among them. On the following day Sam gets informed that Anna can no longer be given police protection, though his friend suspects him to be in love with Anna, which Sam denies that it's against the force laws. It's now Anna's birthday, and while in the club Francine seems to get caught by a man who she approaches to try her luck for the first time on men. Bryce moves to the bathroom and when Anna looks for him she gets her tie identification, hence bumping into a man thinking it's Bryce, but when Bryce returns he finds them dancing, hence finding out that she has been identifying him on ties, making him angry to leave. Suddenly she receives a call from her lost phone and the killer starts to haunt her that he is very near her, which makes her nervous and worried. She suddenly start to look for Francine, and when she meets Nina they realize Francine is missing, but shockingly Anna sees Francine dead and the serial killer, though she can't recognize the face. The police arrives and suddenly Ryan moves out of the toilet with some items they assume to belong to the killer. Anna gives her statement though she can't recall the face, and Nina leaves her with a paper spray, though Sam reveals that they called Bryce but he failed to pick up. On reaching her apartment Sam and Anna find Bryce's coat with Anna's phone that got stolen, but Anna believes someone is framing him since he even called her while she was on the bridge when the killer attacked her. Sam calls Ryan to inform him that he would be taking Anna out of town as they look for Bryce. He drives her to a distant town where he grew up and show her around and how the people live their lives as well as his old school. Later on that night he informs her that Bryce was arrested but his DNA didn't match that of the killer. Anna reveals that she can't even recall herself, making her life hard, and Sam tells her how he met her for the first time at the hospital and seemed as though he was recalling her from the past. They draw close to kiss and later have intimate sex, which Anna seems to enjoy because Sam's face doesn't change as it was with Bryce. In the morning Sam wakes up to shave as Anna is still asleep, though she gets nightmares as if Sam is the killer, and when he wakes her she gets shocked to hit him since his shaving changed him. She seems confused with her whole situation as she touches him to confirm he is not changed. They move to meet the doctor to try regression hypnosis therapy to see if she can recall the killer, but it seems hard however much she tries. They guide her on every possible event where she can recall the face but still fail to recognize him, though she recalls that she might have kissed him before. Sam leaves her in his apartment to go hunt the suspects for a DNA match as Anna gets his photo to draw a beard on it before receiving a text from Bryce for a meeting. She leaves a text for Sam and moves to meet Bryce, who she identifies on his failure to make the tie properly. Bryce apologizes to her about his recent behaviors and hands her tickets to Las Vegas with a proposal ring which Anna was expecting before her accident. She rejects the proposal, which shocks him to move to the washroom. Anna stays to check his phone and realize the killer might be around as Ryan attacks Bryce and hit him and take his clothes. Anna tries calling Sam, though he can hear his phone ring, and suddenly Ryan comes back disguised as Bryce. Anna tells him they leave, thinking he is Bryce, and Sam receives her voicemails Oswell to turn around to her location. On moving out she notices the tie and realizes she is not with Bryce since he couldn't make the tie right. Sam recalls some incidents Oswell and realize Ryan might be hiding something. Anna pretends kissing Ryan and spray in his eyes to run away as Ryan chases her, but Sam notices them and shortly Ryan stops to change his clothes. Both Sam and Ryan reach Anna, who now sees the same face on both of them too. Get confused who is Sam. Anna picks a gun after the collision of Sam and Ryan and run towards a bridge where she hides though Ryan is looking for her at the moment. Sam arrives to comfort Anna that the backup is on its way so she should hold on, but Ryan nearly shoots him. He keeps hunting Anna and suddenly finds her and nearly slip down. Ryan approaches her disguising as Sam, but suddenly Sam uses his blood to draw a beard-like shape, making Anna identify the real Sam and shoot Ryan. Sam goes to unarm Ryan, but they suddenly get into a scuffle where he kills him at last though he gets shot. Oswell, down with Anna while gasping his last breath, Sam tells her that he is just like the other faces and finally die, leaving Anna crying for the loss before she stands to leave. Later on she is back the island where he took her before and now leaves a normal life though she seems to see Sam sometimes. By the time of Sam's death she was pregnant and gave birth to a girl whose face also doesn't change, just like how it was with Sam. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe for more of these recaps. Thanks for watching. Until next time, have a nice day.